In the world of e-commerce, few names command attention like Thrasio, a company that doesn't make products yet owns hundreds. Founded in 2018, Thrasio became a billion-dollar empire by doing something simple: buying small, profitable Amazon brands and scaling them to new heights. They saw what others missed. Amazon is full of small, successful brands that lack the resources, knowledge, or infrastructure to grow beyond a certain point. Thrasio realized that with operational expertise, marketing, and strategic acquisitions, they could turn these small brands into a powerful network of products dominating the marketplace. This is the story of a company that rewrote the rules of online retail and the people behind it. Amazon is a treasure trove for small brands. Entrepreneurs sell everything from kitchen tools to fitness equipment, sometimes generating thousands of dollars a month. But most of these brands are limited by their own resources. Owners struggle with advertising costs, managing inventory, shipping logistics, and customer support. Growth is slow, even for products with strong demand. Many of these brands plateau because the owners cannot invest in scaling. Thrasio spotted this exact gap. While others saw small, struggling businesses, they saw potential. By acquiring these brands and applying their expertise, Thrasio could unlock growth that individual owners never imagined. Thrasio was founded by Carlos Cashman, Joshua Silberstein, and a small team of e-commerce enthusiasts. These founders had first-hand experience with Amazon selling, and they noticed a clear pattern. Small brands often had excellent products but lacked the infrastructure to grow. Armed with ambition, data, and a vision for scaling, the team set out to acquire profitable brands one by one. Their first acquisitions were modest, but each success refined their strategy. They quickly developed a playbook for identifying which brands were worth buying, how to optimize them, and how to maximize sales on the Amazon platform. Thrasio is not a traditional manufacturer or retailer. Instead, it functions as an aggregator. Their core business is simple in concept, but complex in execution. Find profitable brands, buy them, and scale them using operational expertise, marketing, and data-driven decision-making. Every brand they acquire is analyzed thoroughly. Revenue history, customer reviews, profit margins, and growth potential are all considered before a purchase. Once a brand is acquired, Thrasio applies their optimization strategies to enhance its visibility, improve packaging, streamline logistics, and increase sales. It's a repeatable system that turns small brands into market leaders. Thrasio's acquisition process is meticulous. They scan thousands of brands to identify the best candidates. Each brand is evaluated for product quality, sales consistency, market competition, and scalability. Once a brand is selected, the acquisition is negotiated. Thrasio often pays up front, sometimes with additional performance-based incentives for the previous owner. After the acquisition, the brand enters a structured growth program. New marketing campaigns, optimized pricing, better packaging, and data-informed product listings. The result is remarkable. Brands that were previously limited by the owner's resources suddenly experience accelerated growth, sometimes tripling or quadrupling revenue within months. By 2020, Thrasio had acquired more than 100 brands, with combined revenue reaching into the billions. Investors noticed, and funding poured in from top venture capital firms. The company's valuation soared, and with that capital, Thrasio was able to continue expanding at a remarkable pace. They also refined their internal systems, hiring experts in marketing, analytics, operations, and logistics. These teams became the backbone for scaling each acquired brand efficiently. With a combination of data, capital, and operational expertise, Thrasio established itself as the leader in the brand aggregation space. Scaling a brand is not as simple as adding ads or changing packaging. Thrasio takes a holistic approach. They improve product descriptions, optimize search rankings, redesign packaging for shelf appeal, and launch targeted advertising campaigns. They also expand brands into international markets, leverage cross-brand promotions, and implement supply chain efficiencies to reduce costs. Brands that once struggled to grow independently now become leaders in their respective categories. Each success reinforces Thrasio's strategy and strengthens their portfolio. Thrasio didn't just create a successful company, they created an industry trend. Competitors now follow the brand aggregation model, seeking profitable Amazon brands to acquire and scale. Thrasio remains ahead due to its data-driven approach and operational efficiency. Their influence extends beyond just their own brands. They've changed the way small entrepreneurs view selling on Amazon. Success is no longer about creating a single product. It's about building scalable, sustainable growth. Thrasio's model is not without risk. Their business relies heavily on Amazon's platform, making them vulnerable to algorithm changes, policy shifts, or marketplace disruptions. Scaling hundreds of brands simultaneously also creates operational challenges. Additionally, the company often uses significant debt to fund acquisitions. While this accelerates growth, it also increases financial risk. Not every acquisition is successful, and some brands fail to meet expectations. Despite these challenges, Thrasio continues to innovate and refine its approach. But Thrasio's biggest threat wasn't competition or Amazon policy. It was the company's own reckless speed. They scaled faster than their systems, cash flow, and management could handle. During the pandemic boom, Thrasio behaved like demand would stay permanently explosive. So they overbought inventory, expanded warehouses, and hired aggressively, assuming growth would cover the costs forever. It didn't. When the market normalized, they were stuck with bloated warehouses full of slow-moving stock, rising storage and logistics costs, and an overhead structure designed for a world that no longer existed. Meanwhile, almost every acquisition had been financed with costly debt. By 2022, Thrasio was buried under hundreds of millions in obligations, and its operating cash flow didn't even cover the interest. When they went looking for new funding, investors saw the mess and walked away. By early 2024, the pressure snapped. Thrasio filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, handing control to its lenders and erasing a huge portion of its debt load. The restructuring was brutal. Dozens of brands were cut loose or sold. Facilities were shut down, headcount was slashed, and the entire business model was rewritten. Thrasio eventually emerged from bankruptcy later that year. Smaller, stripped down, and forced to abandon the hypergrowth fantasy that once made it a Wall Street darling. Thrasio's collapse didn't erase its influence. It exposed the limits of the aggregation model and forced the entire industry to rethink its assumptions. Before bankruptcy, Thrasio had set the template. Buy Amazon brands fast, scale them faster. Dozens of competitors copied this playbook. But when Thrasio broke under debt and operational overload, the rest of the industry slowed down too. Investors realized the model wasn't magic. It depended on cheap capital, stable demand, and flawless operations. After restructuring, Thrasio returned as a smaller, more disciplined company. No more hypergrowth, no more billion-dollar buying sprees. The focus shifted to profitability, selective acquisitions, and fixing the brands already in the portfolio. Today, Thrasio is no longer the unstoppable giant it once was, but it still plays a major role in the Amazon ecosystem. Their rise shaped the aggregator boom. Their fall reshaped the rules. And their comeback attempts are now a test. Can an aggregator survive without the reckless speed that once made it famous? Thrasio's journey is a story of vision, bold ambition, and calculated risk. From small Amazon brands to a billion-dollar empire, they've shown how strategy, data, and operational expertise can turn modest beginnings into market dominance. The road ahead is far from certain. Market shifts, platform dependence, and global expansion continue to test the company. Yet one fact remains clear: Thrasio has forever changed the landscape of e-commerce, proving what's possible when innovation meets execution. Their empire continues to evolve, and the question remains: what will Thrasio do next in the ever-changing world of online retail? If you want to get into the details and read the full story, check out the complete article from the Pari Passu newsletter. Link in the video description.